Have you ever went to a circus where animals were included? While watching the performances, you might think that the animals are having fun with their trainers, but that is not the case. The sad truth is that many of these circus animals get abused and neglected. While the audience is paying money to see these type of performances, they are also paying money to basically help abuse these animals. So why waste your money on seeing animals get tortured when alternatively you could go to a circus where they do not include animals instead? These animals need our help. My goal in my speech is to help spread awareness about these torturous events. I will be providing several types of evidence to show that these animals get treated this way, what it does to them, and circuses that were known for abusing their animals. Animal cruelty is so normalized in many circumstances that people do not even realize it, which is why I am here with my speech today. There are so many circuses that were known for torturing animals, but here I will name 3 of them. If you have never really heard about circuses, you might know the circus that was known as the greatest show on earth. The name of the circus is the Ringling Bros and the Barnum and Bailey Circus. According to Kate Barrington in the article 55 Powerful Circus Animal Abuse Statistics, she stated in 1988 the USDA filed charges against the Ringling Bros for forcing a sick elephant to perform. Because of their actions, they had to pay a $20,000 fine. This was one of the many terrible actions that the circus did to these poor animals. The Ringling Bros was one of the many circuses that tortured animals for human entertainment. The Great British Circus was another one of them as well. Freedom for Animals was an organization that conducted an undercover investigation into the circus. What they found out was disturbing. What the organization found out was that the elephants of the circus were chained up for 11 hours per day, according to Barrington. How cruel is that? Imagine yourself being chained every day for 11 hours. The video I am about to show is what it looks like to be in the life of a circus animal. Please be aware of graphic content. As those stories were not sad enough, I am here to explain another one. The Circus Loomis Bros was found of animal abuse as well. The circus also used circus equipment to torture these animals. According to PETA, they found the person that supplied animals to the circus was convicted of several citations from the Animal Welfare Act of animal abuse. His name was Brian Franson. Any equipment you think you could use in a circus was used on these innocent animals by Franson. He used bull hooks, whips, and so much more to inflict pain on them, according to PETA. As terrible as these stories sound, there is some relief that can be added to it. Many countries have banned all animals from being used in circuses. Let us talk about the country Bolivia. According to Doris Lynn, she stated that in 2009, Bolivia became the first country in the world to ban all animals in circuses. Can we give a round of applause for them? Of course, many other countries followed along not too long afterwards. Countries such as Greece, Austria, Guatemala, Colombia, and many others banned the act of using animals in circuses as well. If some states decided to not use circus animals, they would have restrictions and laws governing them. As I have stated in this speech already, the Animal Welfare Act is an organization that puts restrictions on circuses using wild animals for human entertainment. As sad as it is to say, the organization cannot stop the animal abuse, but it can help restrict it a bit more. According to Anastasia Niedrich, she stated there were only a few APHIS inspectors for the thousands of animal exhibitors, circuses, and other non-circus businesses using animals that APHIS must inspect, which means there is only so much that this organization can do to help with the lack of workers as well. There are many state laws in the United States that is put into effect to help restrict the animal abuse in circuses. For example, many of the states require circuses that use animals to have a license and require inspections of the circuses every couple weeks, according to Niedrich. Your first instinct is to probably think that all the trainers and keepers at these circuses are terrible people, which I do not blame you because that was my first instinct as well. But after some research, I realized that some of the trainers and keepers actually exposed the circuses they worked at and revealed all the details that they have saw while working there. Let us speak about Archele Hunley. Hunley worked for the Ringling Bros, not knowing what went on behind the scenes. While Hunley worked there, she witnessed many sad moments that traumatized her. According to Hunley, she stated in the PETA article, "I saw handlers deliver a beating for 30 minutes. She was covered in bloody wounds. I will never forget her agonizing screams." This happened in 2006, where Hunley saw trainers repeatedly abusing an elephant. Hunley quit after 2 months. Afterwards, Hunley teamed up with PETA to help spread awareness about these circuses. For some people, it takes a longer time to realize what is truly happening. Nancy Fisher was one of them. Fisher also worked for the Ringling Bros as well. She stated in her article on the HuffPost website that she quit after a whole year of working there because she realized that a baby elephant was swaying back and forth due to the elephant being mentally distressed. Fisher stated that working there was the biggest mistake she had ever made. While it is sad for the workers and audience that has witnessed or heard about the abuse, just imagine the animals that go through it. The statistics of animal abuse in circuses are extremely saddening. The University of Wageningen did an investigation on these circuses, and here is what they have found. They stated the average size of tiger enclosures was only about 5 square meters, and they also stated that roughly 96% of a circus animal's life is spent in a cage or in chains. There are so many different ways we can help with preventing animal abuse in circuses. One small step you can do is just not attend a circus where animals are included. You can go to an animal-free circus, which can be twice as much fun to watch. You can help spread awareness to others. You cannot stop someone from going, but you can help educate them about it at least. If you want to do more than that, you can even start a boycott when they are performing in your local area. Now that this speech is over, I hope everyone will be aware of the cruelty and unjustifiable acts that happens during these circuses. These animals were and still are crying for our help. Let us not let them down.